Hey folks, how y'all doing tonight, man? We got an awesome show for you. Our guest tonight is somebody I've been trying to get on a podcast for years and it just never worked out. We finally got him here. This man has played in honky tonks from North Carolina to Oregon. He's played honky tonks from North Dakota to Texas. He's played honky tonks everywhere in between. He's played with the biggest stars in country music. He's opened for the biggest stars in country music. Most people call him a honky tonk Superman. Some people call him a singer songwriter. But most of us just call him an outlaw. I want to welcome Randy Woody to the Hillbilly Outkast. What's going on, brother?
Thank you, John. Thank you for having me on, brother. You made me blush. You made me blush with that intro.
Well, that's what. Well, I mean, they still call you honky tonk Superman in East Tennessee because I seen you do some Superman shit around here.
Well, I was younger. You can do that stuff when you're younger.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, you did write that song "One More Day to Ride," and I think there's truth to that.
That was a good one. Me and old Jonathan got on that one pretty quick.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember old Duck used to play it with you. That's pretty good. That's pretty good jam.
Oh yeah, shit, man! If you had all them damn guitar players like I had,
John K.
you know, I was going to learn how to play lead guitar at one time, and I was like, why in the hell would I? I've got so many good ones. Why would I try?
Yeah, really.
So how you been, brother?
Well, I want to know. I mean, a lot of these people out here don't even know who you are, but you've rubbed elbows with the biggest of the bigs and the best of the best.
Well, it's because we spent most of our career being infamous.
Yeah, infamous. That's right. That's funny. But where did it all start at?
Well, you know, the music stuff for me started when I was younger. My grandparents, my mama and papa, and my mom, they had my uncle Ronnie. Yeah. They sang in church. I was raised in church. They did gospel stuff. They put an album out back in the I want to say it's mid-70s. So that was where it really started with me. My papa had a 12-string Yamaha, and whenever he'd get it out to play it, they bought me a little toy guitar, and my papa was a woodworker, so he built me a little chair. So every time he would get in there and start playing around the kitchen table, doing those gospel songs, you know, I'd go grab my chair and I'd grab my little guitar off the hook and I'd go there and sit in front of him. And the only thing I remember from that is how he would pat his foot to stay in time. And that's how it all started. And then my mom, of course, you were around back in these days with us. Mom had the Backroads band. She had a country band, and they went around dance halls and played some political events, played square dances all over. For a long time, I didn't care if I ever seen another damn cakewalk.
Well, your mom
but now I'd love to see one now. I'd love to see a cakewalk now, though.
Your mama she's beautiful when she sings. She just sings in such a most beautiful voice. Somebody shoved a stray cat down your throat, let him scratch a little.
I'll tell you, so well, smoking too. Smoking did that, but Mom, I remember when she used to come out to shows and sing with me. Hell, everybody forgot about me. They was like, Randy, who? There she is. She knew I'd be talking about her. Hello, Mom.
Our mom, right there.
You owe me $5 for giving such good feedback on you, Mom.
But yeah. That's right. Well, it's 10 now, Randy. Gas went up to almost $4 a gallon.
Son of a bitch.
So you owe her 10, not 5. It's inflation.
Hell, I don't know what happened with gas. I ride a horse everywhere. No, I'm just kidding. I ride a four-wheeler all over. But that was the music thing for me getting me. That was the music thing for me getting me started, and actually the whole family was talented. Everybody, I found out a few years back that my great-great-grandfather on my dad's side played a banjo and did some bluegrass picking and stuff.
Yeah.
And that was wild to me. I've actually got the banjo.
You
So,
was just a late bloomer, because I remember Joe singing and you not singing. You was too embarrassed. You too worried about the girls in school or something.
well, I was worried about the girls in school and, sports. I got into football pretty hot and heavy when I was young. My little brother was the baseball player. He was good at football too. But yeah, Joe was the singer, man. I don't know how that switched somewhere, but Mom always said, Joe, you're going to be the singer. And Randy, we don't know what the hell you're going to do. But
I ended up in prison. That's what she thought.
yeah, well, she probably did. She probably thought I was going to go down that road. But my little brother just put up a new TikTok, and I can't remember the numbers on it, but it's under Joe King. So if you're on there still watching, you know the numbers, put the numbers on there and I'll get them out for him. He just started his own TikTok channel and he's doing great singing.
Hey, Robin, just post them on the chat here. People go check it out. We'll get people.
Yeah, give people something to go listen to. He's just now getting started. But I played football from the time I was probably 9 or 10 years old till probably around 15, and got in some trouble in high school. And one of my main regrets in my life is I got out of football. I didn't do that anymore because life started happening. My son Austin, he was born when I was 16, so that kind of took the wind out of everything. Glad he's here. I'm not saying it like that, but he understands that. But that was the end of the football stuff, though. And I always look at it like, God give me a second chance to do something good, and that was with music. So Mom bought me my first guitar when I turned 19 years old, and but I'd always, I could always put a good rhyme together. I mean, when I was 9 years old, I wouldn't say writing songs, but I could make words rhyme pretty good, and I'd come up with words that were not really what they were using on the radio even back then. And having words coming out of adult situations, that's kind of crazy. But after Mom bought me that guitar, we were standing in Roy's record shop in Maryville, Tennessee.
I remember exactly where it was at.
Yeah, man, they were good friends of mine. I went in there, me and Mom went in there, and I said, Mom, if we get this Hank Jr. book, it wasn't really tablature. It showed you exactly where to put your fingers to make the chords. Well, I'd already knew the songs, I had every damn cassette, record, and CD. I had everything he put out before the Mountain Fall, after the Mountain Fall. And Mom bought me that. And she said, that's a gift to you again. She said, so you learn how to play. You said you would. So we step out of Roy's record shop. I'll never will forget this, John. The Daily Times in Blount County did a story on this one time. I stepped out of Roy's record shop, and we had to park down past where 2 doors down is now. Yeah. We walked down to that parking lot, and that's back when they had the Foothills Fall Festival going on in Maryville. Yeah. And I heard a bass guy over there, and that bass was loud, and he was doing a sound check. And I looked at Mom, and I said, I will play there one day on that stage. And she's like, yeah, right, get in the car. You can't even play guitar. Well, lo and behold, years later, me and Southbound did play there. We opened for Chicago there. And but anyway, when I was about 22, 23, I met Jonathan, met Rabbit first, and then I met Jonathan. And we kind of got pretty serious with it, and we got us a band together. Of course, Michael McLemore was our first lead guitar player. Justin Kelso was our first drummer, and we got our first gig by somebody pulling up. We would rehearse out there in Madisonville off 411, right? The brick house was straight across from Sequoia High School. And there was a guy pulled up one day in a red truck. And our goal was to rehearse for 6 months before we ever played our first gig, to try to, build up our songs and all that. Well, there was a guy pulled up, and hell, I thought he was a neighbor coming over there asking us to please shut the hell up, because, we were pretty loud even then. But I can't remember the guy's name, but he was a great guy. He was over there doing, he owned the A&W at the time in Madisonville, but he asked us to play a show. He asked us to come down and play a car show at the A&W. And that was our first show with Southbound. We said yes and went down there, and There's a video still of that somewhere. My mama passed away. My mom might have it now since she got the stuff out, but that video's funny.
See, a lot of people watching don't even know who Southbound is. But when you're in East Tennessee, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, if you over here, you know exactly who Southbound is. Now, how did the name Southbound come up? Who come up with the name Southbound? I always figured it'd been Rabbit, not you.
Well, we had been going through some names. Kelso, I remember we stayed over after rehearsal one night, just going over names we'd come up with. And to be honest, I can't remember if it was me or Jonathan or somebody, but I'm pretty sure it's me and Jonathan or something, but together, or I can't remember. But anyway, Kelso wanted to call us Possum Ridge. And I was like, shit, no, I'm not calling us Possum Ridge. Which wasn't a bad name, wasn't it? Yeah, well, exactly. You know, I got a story about bluegrass pictures too here in just a little bit. But yeah, so I just remember they said, what did they call y'all? They got us on the microphone and asked us that at that show. And I just got on there and said Southbound. I can't remember who come up with it. It was me or Jonathan, but I just said Southbound, and then and that name stayed like that for a while. And you know, the reason we changed it to Randy Woody and Southbound, it wasn't about trying to put my name out front or anything. It was more of you know, we opened for Jackson Taylor in the Centers down in Athens.
Hell yeah,
Jackson Taylor. Yeah, you can't beat them boys now. That's real music. But Jackson come up to us. He's like, "Are you the Southbound?" He's like, "Dude, you need to change your name or something." He's like, "There's a Southbound in Texas." He said, "Hell, there's Southbounds all over." Well, when we named ourselves, none of us owned a damn computer. We didn't go look that shit up before we said it.
Right. You know, you think about old Jerry Reed when you named it.
Yeah, shit, yeah. So that's what got it started. You know, with the Southbound name, but we decided it was better to switch it up because we got to looking online, and there's a damn shit ton of Southbounds out there. So we put Randy Woody and Southbound. That just broke it up. So, and then you know we hee-hawed around and started playing some smaller shows and stuff. And you know there was a time when we first started, we couldn't get booked because you know, when you grow up like we did, you know exactly what I'm talking about in Sweetwater. You know, we grew up them damn rough ass honky tonks around us, and you always heard as a kid, you always heard of somebody getting killed in one of them bars.
You had the hilltop and the county line and all that shit.
Yeah, somebody was always getting offed in one of them damn bars. Well, we made a pact when we started. It ain't going to be us. We're going back home after our show. So we played them rough bars. And hell, somebody said something. We'd just come off the damn stage. We'd just get into it. So for a long time, they was like, we can't hire it, man. Hell, them boys like to fight too damn much. They'd rather fight and play music. So, but we knew we was going to go home. We wasn't we wasn't going to be done like that. But anyway, about 2007, 2008, that's when we first started playing at Big Daddy's.
I don't know if you know this Billy Radford dude, but he's wanting to know who the funny guy is on the right, and you're on my right, so you must be pretty funny looking.
That's old Baby Ankles, Billy Radford. Billy, I used to work with him at Mastercraft. He used to be my team leader. We used to play softball. We played men's league softball together. He's a good buddy of mine. Shut up, Billy.
I went to work for him over on. First thing he asked me, he said, "You ain't gonna do what your daddy did." Daddy knocked old boy out over there and went to jail.
Oh, God.
I said, no. I worked for Billy up at Hydra Sports too.
Yeah.
But now,
so anyway, we got
Southbound, they got pretty big. They got pretty big in East Tennessee.
About the time, I want to say it was 2009, early 2009, we got our first show at Cotton Eye Joe's with we didn't even know we was opening for anybody, but we opened for Heidi Newfield. That's after she had left Trick Pony. Was it Trick Pony? I think, yeah. So that was our first big show, and we had a meeting, and we said, you know what, boys, hell, we might have a shot at this. We need to straighten our shit up. We need to start acting more professional. And I don't know if we ever did act more professional, but we did straighten a lot of things up and went on to do some, you know, pretty big things that we never thought we'd get to do. You know, we've had a great run at it, and I don't think it's over with yet.
No, I don't think it is either. I just think you're getting started, Randy. And hell, you
We are
done
just
did
getting
everything.
started. We're
You've already
seasoned
done
now.
more. Yeah, I mean, you already done more than most musicians ever will in a career. But now,
We've been
how many
blessed.
times do you win? How many times did you win Battle of the Bands in Knoxville?
Well,
like 10 times?
I learned real fast. We learned real fast about Battle of the Bands.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it's bad because I mean, hell, if I owned a bar or a venue, I'd do it too. But I'm just going to tell you the truth. We got used sometimes because we drew such a big crowd. We got used to come out and do things like that, and we finally realized that may be what it is, and we decided not to do those anymore.
One of my best memories of Randy Woody and the Southbound band. This is back in this Southbound. You know, Here's to You was big and all that. What was that TV show that filmed down at Double O and we all was down there and you sung Here to You and we was all dancing? When that Redneck something, old Tom Arnold was the host on it.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. It was Redneck something. And my buddy, Tom Arnold was there. They had all these people, Dustin Sellers, my buddy from Blount County. He's the one that got us on it. He's like, there's only one damn band I want to have on here, so he helped us get on that. And they come down to Double O's. It was Double O's then, and man, they come in with them damn mics with the fur hanging, fur. You know, it had the lights and everything. And I was like, what in the hell's going on?
I'd cut the sleeves out of my camouflage Southbound shirt just for that. We had to sign a waiver just in case we was on television. They did. Tom Arnold didn't know what to think when you said Here's to You and we all flipped you a bird. Everybody in the whole damn place. I bet there's 1,000 people in there all just flipped you a bird.
Yeah, just flipped me a bird. I know he's thinking, what the hell? He pissed everybody off one damn line. That was a good night.
I remember when you got the acoustic scene going around here. You was the one that started the acoustic music in East Tennessee.
Well, maybe not East Tennessee. I just got to thinking it helped me become a little bit better, and it gave me a way of promotion for Southbound what we were doing as a band. You know, I'd go out and do these shows and play the songs that we wrote and stuff, and I seen it more as a promotion opportunity to lead up to get more people one-on-one. It's a little bit more intimate and something to help, because whenever we was doing live shows, man, you remember how it was, especially at Cotton Eye Joe's and shit, when we were opening for big people. It was balls to the wall. I remember, God rest his soul. I remember one of our best friends, Darren Bivens. He was up there the night we opened for David Alvin Cole the first time. And, he had a high-pitched voice. It was funny. We seen him after that show, and he said, if I didn't know you sons of bitches, he said, I'd thought every one of you motherfuckers was on damn meth. We come out, our damn eyes was wide open, so we was fired up, So you didn't get to drill it. So I thought, doing the acoustic things, and then it was fun getting other people to come in with us, come in with us, do acoustic stuff, and it gave me a chance to pick with some more people. Some other guitar players come out who we didn't know that just wear a lead guitar out or play a bass or whatever. And hell, we kind of started bringing a lot of people together like that too.
Oh yeah, you opened for David Allen Cole more than one time.
Yeah, the first time was March 11th. I want to say maybe 2010. But we opened for him then, and then we got to go to we opened for him down at Double O's, and then we got to go down to Bike Week in Daytona, and we opened for him at Iron Horse down there 2 or 3 times.
That's awesome. Ain't many people get to do that.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I got some people that turned out. I still stay in touch with them. People like Gray Wolf, who's been with him for years and years. Just great people, man. That I'm glad I have a chance to get on the phone call, and they call me and Gray Wolf. Shit, we'll talk on the phone for 2 hours sometimes, just just about music and about life and other things. He's a great guy, but I got some good friends that come out of that camp down there, and been very lucky and very blessed to have them.
Well, I know you started at nothing and you become something. And, you know, a lot of people just don't know who you are, but you've been influential in the outlaw country music. And there's not many outlaws left, Randy. They're really not. And, you know, some of your songs, you depict the outlaw country in a lot of your songs. And what brought you to that? I mean, it's was it Nashville? Was it just the whole scene? Was it just anything like that?
Well, so I'll start with Nashville. Okay, we went over there a couple times. I've been over a few times. Me and Southbound's been over a couple times, few times. And you know, Nashville's a two-sided thing. If you get over in Nashville, I was lucky enough to find my clique on one side of Nashville. Of course, then you got the record execs and you got all this up here. Not saying every record exec's bad. Not every record label's bad. But to find a good deal out there where they're not trying to screw over the artist is I mean, it's a rare thing. Even, you know, publishing, I talked to a publishing company and you get into the publishing stuff, they want half your publishing. You know, they want to bring you down, let you pay for recording in their studio, the songs that they pick. But then you got to pay for the studio time, and they own half of your damn song for the rest of its entirety. You know, the rest of that song's live, which, you know, but anyway, with that being said, and I'm not knocking anybody. I got some friends who are way more talented than I am, and they go down, they're still knocking on the door in Nashville. They play Broadway, they do the thing, and I'm not knocking that by any means, and I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. But that just never was my thing. I didn't want to go play for tips and help a damn venue that's selling Busch Light canned beer, 12-ounce canned beer for $9. I mean, they're making enough damn money to pay their artists to play. So I just never got into that. And then on top of that, you have like a universal set list. You got to do so many newer songs, and hell, it wasn't no good new songs back then, especially back then. I just didn't get into that shit.
When you sang Waylon or Hank Jr., it brings a crowd in, man.
Some of them people forgot that. Some of those venues have forgot that.
People are looking for that.
People are looking for authenticity in everything they do, and you know. When you got entertainment, you want somebody that's authentic. You don't want something that's been packaged up by somebody else and saying, "Hey, go do this." Hell no! It's like
just the same mainstream music that the next guy's going to play too. They all sound the same.
Yeah, and it all sounds the same. And you know, we were lucky we had a certain way we did things, and we had not really a certain attitude about it, but. We didn't call ourselves outlaw country band. Everybody else said that because it's like Marty Stewart said. You know, he's famous recently for saying the most outlaw thing you can do nowadays is play country music in Nashville, and that's the damn truth.
It is. So, honestly, it is.
But you know, we just kind of fell into that category because I don't want to do shit like everybody else is doing. You know, it's like this. Whenever Luke Combs got big, you go over to damn Nashville, you can't find nobody without a damn Columbia fishing shirt on. Look like they're about to hit the damn ocean. You know, whenever, oh, Jesus Christ, I can't believe I got to talk about these people, but what's their name? I can't even think of their name now. I've suppressed memories of seeing them on accident. Florida Georgia Line. When them boys come out, shit, son, it looked like every damn man in fucking Nashville stole their damn girlfriend's jeans and put them on. I mean, and it's still like that. Their little French boots and their damn tight jeans. I don't know how they got to pull them in it. The skinny jeans, yeah, look like their damn girlfriends said, "Here, wear my shit today, honey." But you know. It's fads, but I'm glad to see cowboy hats coming back in style in Music City, USA. You know, cowboy hats coming back now that Now that Zach Top's whooping ass, cowboy hats are back in style there.
Hey, we talk about Zach Top now. Zach Top is my favorite country music singer right now. It took me back to 1991 when I first heard him. I mean, I thought it was George Strait singing when he's young.
You know, here's something I was gonna tell you about.
About him being
whenever Zach Top was younger, this is back whenever I lived in Madisonville, and Tracy Clayton come over to the house, and I forgot about this. She brought it up to me, reminded me about it. But Zach was playing over in North Carolina, right across the Appalachians, you know, right in western North Carolina. And she had said that he wanted to play a show with me. And I was booked on every date that was going to be done. You know, we got really busy. Well, she didn't remind me about this till about a year ago. And I was like, son of a bitch. Boy, I missed that one, didn't I? I didn't know what it was going to be, but we had our own thing we had to do. I was booked every damn weekend back then. You know, so, but that's a funny story about Zach Top. So if Zach ever sees this, I want a redo.
Yeah, take a redo.
You know, Zach Top, you got Jake Worthington. And I tell you what, there's a new boy that I've come across, and his name is Colton Bolin. COLTON BOWLIN. Man, let me tell you something. Man, he's good, and I've never heard of him before. Damn, I've been listening to his stuff. But you didn't have this back, hell, 5 years ago. You didn't have artists like this. 10 years ago that were coming up, having this much success. You know, you look at Ella Langley. Damn, that's Jesse Coulter made over.
Well, back 5-6 years ago, everybody, you'd have a good singer come out. He'd have a few good songs. I mean, just hit you right where it needed to. And then next thing you know, he's got some rap artist on an album with him.
Exactly.
Country rap.
It's like record labels. It's like record labels told them, let's put out a real good country song first. Tim McGraw used to do that. Let's put out a real good damn country song. Next damn thing you know, hell, he's rapping about T.I. It just didn't make no damn sense. I'm like, okay, you did that just to get us. That's a damn gotcha gimmick they're pulling. But either way, you know, to each their own. Obviously, they have people that like it. I don't understand why, but you know, it's like Hank Jr. said back in his song, "We Are Young Country." He said, "We know when it's hot and we know when it's not." So if you like good old country music, then hell, support these artists that are out here trying to bring something back. I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with having the new and the old. I've always wondered why in the world Nashville didn't do that. Take the two, push them both up, make them both successful, and fight them against each other. Hell, that's what I'd have done. You'd have made more damn money than you could.
Well, I mean, back when we was teenagers, hell, Hank Jr., man, that was the shit. That's who we want to listen to. That's who I was listening to on a daily basis. Now, I do too. I listen to it every day. But I mean, just a lot of that country rap just sounds the same. And I could say something. When I say this, it's probably gonna go down viral. I could say something about old Belly Roll. I think he's an implant. I think his whole story's scripted. I think he was put in there. And he lost 300 pounds in 2 months. Wonder what his damn meth bill is every damn month.
I don't know, but if that shit works, I may have to try some.
Against him and, hell yeah, he lost a lot of weight. But I mean that whole damn shit.
Somebody, when I talk about him, people are like, well, hey, I'm glad he's a nice person. I'm glad I applaud him for being a nice person, giving to charity and all the stuff that he does, man. That's a damn good person in my book. But you know, it's like my argument is, I'm not saying my music's the best damn thing that's ever happened, but shit, man, being a good humanitarian don't make your damn music any better. It's just shit I don't get into, you know. I just got to say that, but I'm also the guy that can go in a damn honky tonk back when I used to frequent them and hang out in them all the time. I was the guy that would go in there and play 3 Vern Gosdin albums in a row and be sitting there just laughing like hell, having a good time. And everybody else is like, damn, dude, you got to quit.
Oh, Lord, you
But
talk Vern Gosdin, man. I love me some Vern Gosdin.
that shit, the sadder the song, the damn more I'm in heaven. You know, it's just the way it's always been.
T.G. Shepherd and all them boys. I mean, that was Don Williams, Dan Seals. Dan died too young. He was just getting his country on, and he died too young. Well, Chris Ledoux did too. You know, the only
Chris Ledoux, man, I tell you what, I got to work with his son out here, Ned, out here in Oregon. And let me tell you something, that man, it's scary. It's scary how much he looks like him, how much he acts like him, he sounds like him.
He sounds just like his daddy.
It is scary. And he was a nice guy. He was down to earth. That's another thing, too. I've had all the artists I've got to work with that we've got to work with. I'll tell you, I've not met a bad one. Everyone I've met has just talked to us, took time to talk to us, been very nice. So that's been a blessing.
Yes, Colby, I seen where your daddy fixed Casey's bumper. The neighbor boy, his brother, his twin brother, hit his daddy side by side the other day, knocked the whole bumper off the front of his car.
Oh shit!
So, hey, we all mess up when we're 16, right?
Well, yeah. Oh yeah. When I was 16, I didn't have a plan. I didn't have a plan to live past 18.
Oh no, I didn't either. I should have been pushing up daisies at 30. But there it is, Colby. I put Casey on the World Wide Web right there for messing up his bumper. But now, you know, Southbound, they had a good run. Southbound, y'all traveled, you just did a lot of stuff. Fats and all them boys.
Yeah, I remember we traveled. We decided this is the dumbest thing we've ever done. My manager at the time, he's still a good friend of mine, Brian Wayne Perry. He's over Perry Music Group. He called me and he's like, "Hey, this booking agent wants to send Southbound up to Montana, start a tour up in Montana." And I was like, "Okay, well, shit." And this was November, December when he called me. And he's like, it's going to be a month long. You're going to go stay 2 weeks in Billings, Montana. Then you're going to travel up to Bismarck, North Dakota and play up there, or Minot, North Dakota, a week. And then you come down to Bismarck and play there a week at the Lonesome Dove and then come back home. They're going to, pay you X amount of money. I was all about it because I hadn't been no further than St. Louis, or I hadn't been no further than Chicago in my life. I'd never been, any further west than that. So I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. I said, let me call the guys. So I called Fats and Phil Davis. He was our bass player then. So Blake Ryder was our drummer. So it wound up just being us 4 that went. And we got a van. We pulled that damn trailer, that damn van. I didn't even look. It didn't have good tires on it. We pulled the band trailer with the equipment. And now they want us to go January 20th.
Which is snow time in North Dakota and
Montana. Well, hell, it's damn snow ever down there. And I was like, all right, yeah, hell, it's going to be okay. We'll be fine. Soon as our tires touched pavement, coming out of Kentucky into Illinois, road was covered. There wasn't a damn bit of snow in Kentucky. As soon as we went across the bridge coming into Illinois, roads were ice, black ice in different spots, snowing, just you couldn't even hardly see. And we made it. We made it out of that. That was early in the morning, so it wound up. It stopped snowing. We slid a couple times, nothing bad. But we get through. We make the next day. We make it all the way to. We're in the Black Hills, up in South Dakota. Yeah, let me tell you, it started getting dark on us. Well, next damn thing, before it got dark, I remember I was laying in the back seat of the van. And Brian Wayne Perry was driving, and he saved it. Fat saved it every time he was driving, and something happened. But I got to give him credit for that. But I'm in the back seat, and next thing I know, I feel it just getting kind of loose, and I wake up to Fats And Brian wasn't screaming, but Fats and Blake and Phil. I mean, Fats was already praying to the good Lord, you know. And I wake up, and as soon as I wake up, I fall off that back seat on my knees right in the middle of the walkway in that van. I'm like, oh, Lord, please, please, please straighten this van back up. And I look over, and I see the damn band trailer, and it's coming up right beside, out that back window on that damn van.
Oh, Lord, he done jackknifed it.
We were in bad shape, and we had a semi truck coming up on us fast. I don't know how in the shit. We had a sheer drop off over here with just a guardrail to save us. Well, I don't know how in the world he did it. He saved that damn thing. We slipped and slid the whole damn way to Billings. We got to Billings. It's 50 degrees, no snow. There was no snow in Billings the whole time we was there. And we went to Minot, North Dakota. And I wrote a song we wrote a song while we was up there, and it's called "I'll Never Come Back to Minot Again." It was 30 below zero. It's 30 below zero. We got snowed on the rest of the trip back. We even made it as far back as Kentucky after we stayed, after we was coming off the road. We got back to Kentucky, and it was worse than it was going out there. And I was like, my Lord, get my ass home.
Well, now you had another bad one out west, too. You tried to outrun the cold in Texas. You tried to go down to the bottom and run it. You didn't outrun it.
That was Winter Storm Uri, and that's when I was with Brian Martin again. We was going down for the record label that used to be out here in Oregon. We were going down to do some shows and do some promotional stuff, and my Lord, now it wasn't as bad as going out west, but it was still pretty bad. At least we were stationary most of the time down there.
Yeah, but you went all the way to Corpus Christi and stayed in snow.
We went down there because we thought if you got close to the ocean, it's better. We got stuck on Port Aransas for like 3 days, and the ferry wasn't working. They wasn't running it. Gas station power was out. We was on quarter tank of gas, and we was like, hell, we got to try it. So we run as hard as we could, and we got all the way to New Orleans. Now this is 2021 maybe, and we get there, and hell, it's Mardi Gras. I've never been to Mardi Gras. I'm like, this is great. So I get down there ain't nobody out. That damn COVID bullshit had everybody, they wouldn't let nobody in there. I was like, you got to be kidding me. My first one, we accidentally roll up on it. That's my luck.
Well, now you had a good roll with Southbound, man. If anybody's looking for Southbound music, their first album was probably the best album. That's the one I like the most. It's just because it's what we heard, and Rabbit's bass line hits pretty damn hard. So I always listen to Southbound's first album. They had some hellacious album, and John Cahill hit on something a minute ago. Back There Again is his favorite song, and Back There Again's all over the country.
Yeah,
and it's just something that catches. But now you had a good run with Southbound. What's been going on after Southbound?
Well, about 3 years, I took off from East Tennessee and I moved out here to Oregon. I'd been coming out here playing music, staying most of the summer playing music. First couple of years, 2 years, 3 years before that. But I just, it wasn't really nothing about Southbound or anything. I miss them guys. There might be something coming up in the future where we're going to try to put it back together. But I just needed a change of scenery, not really from a music standpoint, but from a personal life standpoint. I just felt like I think you can oversaturate an area, and I just felt like I felt like it was getting there. After years, almost 15, 20 years of people coming out watching us and having great turnouts, having probably one of the biggest followings in East Tennessee. Very blessed, very lucky with that. Everything kind of started to slow down, and I was like, well, I need a change in my personal life. And so I come out here. Donna, my wife, she wanted to come out here. We wound up getting married out here. But she's seen this place where I'm at. I mean, it's smaller than Tellico Plains, by a few hundred people.
Oh Lord,
and it's like when it's like Monroe County was 30 years ago. I know you remember how that was. Everything's just slow. It's like molasses out here. Life's slower. You can leave your doors unlocked at night. You don't have to worry about no shit, nobody messing with you. You don't have to lock your car. Hell, I leave my damn key in my damn four-wheeler. I know ain't nobody gonna mess with it. So this has been the best thing that's probably ever happened to me. And I tell you, I've changed a lot since I've been out here.
You're right. On East Tennessee, it got slowed down. It got saturated. Any of these venues, any of these bars, could have just reached outside the door and picked any kid up with a guitar.
Yep.
And just everybody was trying to play everything, and they could, if they had to pay you $1,000, they could have got some kid for $100.
So yeah, that's what started. Now musically, that's what started happening. They started these places started getting he started or people back the venue, some of the venue owners, and I've worked with some very damn good venue owners, and there's still some. When I go back, I don't care. Hell, they ain't got to pay me nothing. Now we're going to edit that out, I hope. But anyway, I really do love it. People have got a relationship with them. But
Randy, it's live. We can't hit shit.
No shit. Well, hell, yeah. I was just kidding. You still owe me something. But anyway, but there's a lot of venue owners that they wanted to pay a damn full band $300. $300. All right. Well, you're going to get a damn $300 crowd, and they didn't care. It's like I sat back and I was like, fuck them. I said, how in the hell are you going to keep? How can you sustain doing that? But I don't know how it worked out, but some people did. But so I just said, well, but my decision to come out here was a lot of personal life stuff. Yeah. So anyway, I got out here. I got out here, and I got me a great group of guys. We started a band out here. I mean, these guys are they're awesome, man. They're awesome guys. And we started getting together and rehearsing, seeing that we got something really, something good. And so now we've not played a full band show in a while. I do more acoustic stuff than I do anything out here. But man, I decided I had an opportunity to go into studio out here, and I got with the right guy, man. Let me tell you, his name's Chris Bechtel, and he owns and runs Digital Whisper Productions, and it's out here in La Grande, Oregon, and that's who I'm working with. But this album is going to be 20, maybe not this album. I'm thinking about splitting it up into 2 different albums. Either, no way, it really don't matter about that as much on everybody else's end. That, I'm thinking about putting 4 songs out right off the bat at one time. Bam, there's 4, and then I'm going to try to have it set up to where there's a song every week comes out after that. And that's going to go all the way till almost the first of the year, because we got 27 songs, 27 original songs we're putting out.
Well, Randy, throughout your career, how many albums have you cut?
So one. This will be the 4th album. This will be the 4th album, and then I've got enough for a 5th album set in the waiting, and we've already started recording them too. So, but awesome. back in the day when we did the first 2, streaming music wasn't a thing back then when we did those 2. So that never got put out. Now we're looking to find a way to get them put out, actually. But if you guys will go look up, it's on every streaming platform. It's on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, everything. Go look up Randy Woody and Southbound, and you'll get the whole she went to Harvard, I went to Wayland album. That's the title of it.
Oh, that's one of my favorite songs. I love that song.
So then after that, if you'll go on all the same streaming platforms and type in Randy Woody, you'll get 7 songs off a previous album that's going to have 3 more songs added to that. So there's an album. Then we got another album about to come out. And then after that, there's another album about to come out. So we're about to blow shit up this summer.
Well, now, one time you done pretty good on iTunes, didn't you?
Yeah, everything. iTunes is blowing up. Well, here's the thing. If you're not getting a million streams, you better not be in this damn shit for the money, because you ain't making no damn money.
It's
I think I got 20-something thousand streams. I got 20-something thousand streams. I made $5. I think I got $5 in my damn.
It's wild.
It's ridiculous. They need to fix the streaming laws for sure. But so that's what's going on, man. And the good thing about it is I've got members. I've got members of Southbound. I've got members of Southbound. We're sending this stuff back to them. I've got Neil Turpin playing on this album. Fats going to get him on this album. I'm getting the guitar picker from Southbound on this album. I'm mixing in my guys in the band out here with the album. So it's gonna be good. I mean, it really is, and it's new stuff I've wrote out here, and I'm also going back and doing some of the songs off the first album. There's 1 or 2 off the first and second album that you'll be pretty surprised about.
Mm-hmm. That'd be awesome. What's one of your favorite songs on your new album nobody's heard?
It's probably a song that me and Jonathan wrote. I kicked it off here one day, and I kind of got stumped on some stuff, and Jonathan, he gets on the phone, saves the day like he does most of the time with me. And it's called Someone Who Knows. And I'll be honest with you, when we were writing this, even after we finished it, I just didn't think about the weight that this song holds with the lyrics, because especially being a young man who lost your dad, being a guy when, your dad passed away and he was your everything. And it's kind of about I didn't even realize we was writing about it. I don't know what it was, but through all these recordings and getting guitar and stuff on it, I go back and I listen to them all the time. And it's just like it just jumped out at me and said, oh my God, the first part's about this. It's your dad telling his his son, hey son, these things are going to happen in life. And then the second part's about after he's gone, you're thinking back on what he told you. And I was like, man, I didn't even realize it. I just knew we was putting great lyrics in there, but the message it has is pretty damn good.
Well, I would like to hear that song, Randy. I really would.
You want to hear some of it?
I do.
I
think everybody watching and everybody's going to be watching is going to want to hear some of it.
All right. Let me get old Ebony here. This is my baby. This is my Yamaha. This is the show guitar.
Randy's from East Tennessee when he called it a Yamaha, not a Yamaha.
Yeah, it's a Yamaha.
It's a Yamaha.
I hope this damn thing stayed in tune. You hear that okay?
I heard it pretty good, Randy.
All right. Me and Jonathan wrote this. Goes like this. There's things that a young man learns early in life. Football teams let you down. Heroes and good dogs die. That first taste of whiskey is gonna bring you to your knees. But it'll be right beside you when your first love decides it's time to leave. But you can't drink faster than Lynchburg can make it. You can't get back time, so watch where you wasted. You can't give her the world with a life on the road. That love's just for show. Take it from someone who knows. You're gonna take for granted those days with Dad. Then one day you'll realize you didn't have the time you thought you had. So many conversations replaying in your head. Like easy on the liquor. If she's good, son, you stick with her. And time well spent ain't nothing to regret. But you can't drink faster than Lynchburg can make it. You can't get back time, so watch where you wasted. You can't give her the world with a life on the road. That love's just for show. Take it from someone who knows. Buddy, that love's just for show. Take it from someone who knows. That was going to be out
son,
this.
that's awesome.
That was going to be out this summer.
You had damn tears cry. I was thinking
That'll
about
bring
Daddy,
it. That'll
man.
bring a tear to a bloodshot eye every time.
That's good. Old Jimmy Smallwood down in Hilly liked it. I can tell you that right now.
That's awesome, man.
I hope everybody's gonna go check out your YouTube. We're gonna get into that here in a minute. First thing I gotta ask is I heard you're gonna be a daddy.
Yeah. Well, let me put this guitar up for this. Well, of course, everybody knows I'm already a daddy. I got 5 runts running around and 5 5 grandkids now. You believe that? But no. So Donna, ever since I've known her, she's always talked about doing this surrogacy thing, and she really got serious with it about 2 years ago. And I said, I sat down with her and I was serious as I could be with her. And I said, I don't care if you do it. I mean, it's you. If you want to, that's fine. She wants to help people. I said, as long as you don't do it the old-fashioned way. And she's like, you son of a bitch. So she has done it, and she's got 2 twins, and she's, the kindness of this girl's heart, this woman's heart that I'm married to, you just wouldn't believe it. She's doing it strictly to help these people, and we get a kick out of it because people come up to her at shows, and they come up to me at shows, and they're like, congratulations. And I'm like, wow, they're not mine. So everybody kind of gets a kick out of that. Then we tell them that it's surrogacy, and the people she's doing this for are great people. They're awesome people, very down to earth, very nice people. So yeah, that's what it is. I said, I'm done. I'm done with that shit. No, says I.
I'm done. I'm done too. I ain't doing it no more. I've done dealt my hand in that.
Yeah,
everybody's saying great song, Randy. That's awesome.
Well,
That's a well written song. You thank
well, thank
Jonathan
you.
Cook for that one.
Thank you. Yeah. Hey,
But hey,
I'm telling
Jonathan's
you.
had his hands in a bunch of great songs.
Hell, me and that boy, I don't know. It was just meant for me and him to meet.
Jonathan's wrote a lot of good songs.
Yeah, Jonathan, he writes great songs with other people by himself, whatever. I mean, yeah, and I tell you another one. Hey, I'm putting out a song coming up here. It's called "Ring on the Finger," and it's a Neil Turpin song. He wrote it with Bernie Faulkner, and Bernie Faulkner he's the late Bernie Faulkner. What a great guy he was. He's a co-writer on She Went to Harvard and I Went to Wayland with Tommy Barnes. So Neil wrote a song with him called Ring on the Finger, and Neil's going to let me put that one out for him. So that's let me tell you something. That's a honky tonkin' song right there. Where do you guys hear that one?
Oh, I like good honky tonk now. But speaking of Ring on the Finger, you wrote one with, wasn't it Derek Raby one time about the Flatwoods and flinging the ring?
Sure did. We've
Man, that's a badass song.
That was a damn good song. That's one of Jonathan's favorite songs.
Oh yeah, it's one of my favorite songs. That and the one that Joe put out. He said something about there a minute ago. Superman ain't so super no more.
I wrote that song about my little brother. It's him and his girlfriend. That's when, I'm sure he won't mind me telling, because his story of recovering is greater than what the devil could ever do to him. You know what I mean? With his addiction problem, he's come a long way. And me and him was on the phone. He told me he was. What's that?
Go ahead, Randy. He was what?
He was.
Well, Alan's wanting you to play it. What do you want him to play? It's up to Randy if he wants to play.
Well, I can do that for you. But Joe had a pretty rough night before, or a pretty rough week. And I was talking to him, and he said, "Man, when I'm on that stuff, I feel like Superman." He said, "Damn, Superman ain't so super no more today." And that's how I sat down and wrote that song right. Hell, I'll play it for you. Shit.
Hell yeah, play it. Alan like this. Alan's been there, done that too. Alan, he's a brother in the Hillbilly Outkast. He's part of the family. He's a good old boy. He's a little bit retarded, but we feed and water him every now and again.
Well, hell, that's every one of them.
Yeah, we got to be feeding water.
All right, here you go. This is on the Randy Woody and Southbound album. You guys go search that and you'll find this song. And I hope I can remember it. It's been a while. Drinking straight corn liquor could get me off quicker, but it always let me down. So I'd buy some stuff to pick me back up over on the wrong side of town. That stuff in my hand, hell, I was Superman, 10 feet tall and bulletproof. And I was flying higher than the rest of the world. And coming back down hurts worse than before. I guess old Superman ain't so super no more. Well, any fool would figure Even I get the picture. That girl can't live this way for long. But the demons and habits have started to ravage on our love and our home. But with that girl in my hand, I was Superman, 10 feet tall and bulletproof. And I was flying higher than the rest of the world. And coming back down sure hurts worse than before. I guess old Superman ain't so super no more. I guess old Superman ain't so super no more. Shit, yeah, I love that song.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
You talk
That's
about
one that I ain't heard in a while.
You talk about getting a good rowdy crowd riled up with that song. So when the band hits in that don 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 don, oh, it sounds good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it does sound good.
I appreciate you requesting me
Randy,
play that.
let everybody know where they can find.
Let everybody know what.
Well, Joe's the one that brought it up. Let everybody know where they can find your music and your YouTube at. I mean, there's a lot of these people that's going to watch this that don't even know who you are. Let's let them find your music.
Yeah. So
they don't know who you are.
If you want to, so go look up Randy Woody and Southbound. Unfortunately, they're two different channels. There's nothing I can do about that one. But go look up Randy Woody and Southbound on all streaming platforms. You'll find the whole album. That's a whole Nashville album we cut with Ken Royster. And then you go look up Randy Woody. That's where you can find 7 songs off the last album. We're about to add 3 more to that to finish out the album. That's the Uppers and Downers album. Then going forward, we're going to be looking for.
Uppers and Downers is a good song.
Yeah, me and Jonathan wrote that one too. You know, some of the best songs. Me and Neil Turpin wrote Muskie Dime, which is a damn good one. Back there again with me and Dustin Burrell and Jonathan and me, Jonathan, Dustin Burrell, and Turpin. I think 4 of us wrote that one. But I've been blessed to get these guys to write with me. I mean, it's we putting some stuff out. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that and be looking for the new album coming out. So the new album is going to be called Hillbilly Shakespeare. That's going to be a good one.
It's going to be if that first song you played was off that new album, that's going to be I'll own that album.
Yeah, that's one of the first 4. That's one of the first 4 I'm putting out right off the bat.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Everybody, now they want you to play Uppers and Downers. You mentioned Uppers and Downers, Randy.
Well, shit, I can do it. Hell, I know a man. I'll tell you what. I'll do you.
Do it. Hey, some people ain't never heard that song. I know a man that's got a guitar hanging.
All right. Well, here, I need a favor from you. If you'll talk to him for just a second, let me go run and use the bathroom real fast. I'll come back. I'll play 2 songs here for you, and it's going to be some big ones.
Well, I'm going to do the same thing when you get back. Start playing. There we go. We got Uppers and Downers coming. Alan Healy, man, you're going to love this song. Jimmy Smallwood, I hope you still watch it because you're really going to like this. Joe, brother, good talking to you, man. I ain't seen you in a while. different tree log, wasn't it? There's a bunch of tree logs in these woods. I think the last time I seen you, Joe, was when Randy had the barn Sweetwater. I seen your mom was on here. Good seeing her too.
All right, I'm back.
Randy's back. My bathroom break.
All right, so this is the title song. Me and Jonathan Cook wrote off the last album. We got an official music video out of this one as well, but it's called Uppers and Downers. Hope y'all like it. Act like I'm fine, like I ain't been up for days. There's no way to hide how I feel by this music I play. There's white lines on the table and burn on my phone. The papers are final, it's chiseled in stone. I'll chop a line and take her pictures down. I guess getting high, that's what I'm left with now. I'll be fine if I figure out how to have a good time without her. There just ain't a good way to mix uppers and downers. Well, that just about does it, don't it, babe? Forgive me, this jam bean with no sleep makes me sound crazy. Alone at your house, do you think back and cry? Lord knows it's still raining at my house. I'll chop a line and take her pictures down. I guess getting high, that's what I'm left with now. I'll be fine if I figure out how to have a good time without her. There just ain't a good way to mix uppers and downers. I'll chop a line, take her pictures down. I guess getting high, that's what I'm left with now. I'll be fine if I figure out how to have a good time without her. There just ain't a good way to mix. Lord, there just ain't a good way to mix uppers and downers. I love that song.
That's probably one of the best songs that you've ever sung.
Let me do you one more off the new album, and we'll get back to talking. So this is one of my favorite songs. I wrote this one by myself. Sitting here on my couch, I got a red-haired fox lab dog, Fancy. She's my baby. I was sitting here on the couch, and I wanted to write a song, but I couldn't come up with anything. So I looked over her, and I was like, Fancy. And as soon as I said that, a light bulb went off, and I was like, so this song's going to be off the new album. It's called Make Believe. Fancy meeting you here. I recognize the perfume you got on. The kind that used to drive me crazy. Back when we'd make love all night long. Lately I've been thinking what I'd do if I had this chance again. You say we're no good for each other. I say let that whiskey work, baby, let's pretend. Let's pretend you never left. Broke my heart in two. You're still lying in my arms, just like you used to do. Let's pretend you love me. You never want to leave. We can make excuses in the morning. Baby, right now, can't we just make believe? Well, honey, there comes the sunlight. It's here to take you away. And I know I shouldn't say this. Baby, I want you to stay. Honey, your ring on the table tells me I can change your mind. No, I'm not talking about forever. Honey, I'm just talking about one more night. Baby, I can feel the passion. Taste the bourbon on your lips. My body's still burning from the touch of your fingertips. Let's pretend that you still love me. You never want to leave. We can make excuses in the morning. Baby, right now, can't we just make believe? We can make excuses in the morning. Baby, right now, can't we just make believe?
not your Conway Twitty make believe there.
No, that's a little different.
That'll be a hit song.
I hope
Zach,
so.
if Zach Top keeps doing what he's doing in Nashville, that right there will be a hit song.
I tried to get that.
Awesome,
I tried to get that song to Zach Top because I can hear him doing that song.
Oh Lord, with that Mark Chestnut and kind of George Strait twang he's got. Oh yeah, awesome.
Hey, I'd love it.
You wrote it.
I'd sit back, just get mailbox money. That's fine. I'll do it.
Now, when's this new album dropping? Because I've got to get a hold of it.
Well, that one and that Someone Who Knows is going to be two of the songs that's coming out. Two of the 4 songs that's coming out. So it's going to be around. Probably around the 1st of May sometime.
All right, I'll keep looking. Everybody else needs to keep looking for it too.
Yeah, just go check. I got an artist page. I got a. Do what?
Randy Joe's throwing shit on you. Can you read this comment I'm putting up there, Joe? Read that comment I just put up on the screen.
Oh my God, boy! I can't believe that.
Line.
Now here I have been on here promoting him. He's gonna do shit like that. You believe that? Hey, that's family for you, man.
I know we had hope for Joe.
Yeah, we did.
That's what happens when you do something nice. You can't have nothing nice.
You can't have a damn thing nice. Damn nice. Little brothers, man, I swear. He's out to get me. He's after my damn job.
No kidding. Hey, he is. Well, Donna ain't had birth yet. Let him give you a vacation.
Yeah, I've been on vacation all damn winter. I did take some time off this winter because I had to get in studio and start working on that stuff, and that I knew if I didn't take a little bit of time off from shows and stuff that I just never would get started with it. And we got started in a big way. And the great thing about this is when I go sit in that studio, me and Chris Bechtel, we get in there, man. Let me tell you, we got my drummer up from out here, Zeb Scott. He got in on it with us. He played the drum on all the songs. Let me tell you, it's going to be good stuff. It's different. I've let a couple people hear it, and they're like, "Damn, son, there's a little rock and roll in that." Yeah, well, I got a little rock and roll in me too. That's the way I was raised.
Well, they ain't never met nobody like you. Hell, they on the West Coast. We from East Tennessee. That's a little different.
Yeah. Well, we have a lot of fun out here. I tell you, I've met some great people out here. Some down and popular to contrary to popular belief. There's not a lot of liberals around me out here. No, Oregon as a whole is very conservative. Very conservative. You just had a damn bunch. You got a bunch out in Portland. You got a bunch out in Portland that screws it up for everybody else, but that's about to stop. They made the governor take 800,000 people off voter rolls out here, so you'll get the real numbers now.
Well, old John Cahill lives up in Aberdeen, Washington, right north of you there. He says Aberdeen's a conservative city. He said it's awesome.
Washington,
but you get outside of there towards Seattle, and Seattle's a hellhole.
Seattle, Port Orchard.
Look what Indiana. Look what Idaho done with the pedophiles. Firing squad. That's what needs to happen.
That's what needs to happen with everybody. I don't care who they are. I don't care what rank they hold in the government or whatever. If you find out that they've been doing that shit, you don't even waste tax dollars.
Yeah. And it don't even have to be for pedophiles. If you sold fentanyl to a kid and that kid died, you get the firing squad.
Yep.
It's the same
thing.
It's still abuse. Yeah. That's the way it is.
You get that shit back under control. There's a way. I don't know. Some things that I'm probably worse than conservatives on. I'm probably, because it makes me so damn mad to see the shit that's going on.
we're looking at our government and the city government, county government, state government, the big dickheads up in Washington, D.C. It's going to take us to fix this shit. That's all it's going to take.
Yep.
Because they ain't
First
going to
thing,
fix nothing. It's
first thing you got to do.
poor.
First thing, I think the whole damn thing here. First thing you got to do is fix these fucking elections. You got to get these damn elections fixed where you ain't got foreign interference. You ain't got illegal citizens or illegal aliens trying to fucking vote. You get that shit out of the way, and everybody should want that. And you know, that's what is it? 85% of Americans want that, Democrat and Republicans.
You got 8 million dead people vote every year. 8 million dead people vote.
Ain't that crazy? I mean, it's just wild to me how they get by with it. But hell, if I don't pay parking tickets, I lose my damn license and every damn thing. You know what I mean? What the hell? They shouldn't be a 2-tier justice system in this damn country.
But you could DoorDash something to your house, and DoorDasher shows up and don't even speak freaking English. How the hell do they get a driver's license?
Hell, I know it's ridiculous. Hell, I got friends that come here legally. You know, I've got friends that actually did it the right way, and they're mad as hell like we are about the other shit because that's all they wanted for is to vote. The damn gig is up.
Well,
the cat's out of the damn bag.
These damn illegals has killed our wages. You can't make $1, but then inflation's going through the roof.
Well,
you can't even afford nothing.
It's not, you know, it's them. Of course, it's most Democrats, and it's some Republicans too. You know, that's a sad part. There's some Republicans. I wished I could just meet in a damn dark alley somewhere because some of them are just so arrogant and cocky. They might as well be Democrats. I can't stand any Democrats, and you know, there's some Republicans I wished I could get my damn hands on. But you know, hell, you can't do that.
Old Fetterman had a damn stroke. It makes more sense than any Democrat out there.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. When he was elected, I thought, oh fuck. But you know, you got him now where he's. If you'd have told me 2 years ago that son bitch is the one that had the damn most common sense, I would have said you're crazy as hell. The one that wear basketball shorts and a damn hoodie, no. What was I wrong?
Then he had the stroke and it taught him common sense.
Yeah.
He got his common sense back.
You know, if they would just, if people would just understand, and they can't because they're getting paid too much damn money to do this shit. If people would just understand, I don't care. This is me personally. I got friends that are actually Democrats. I got friends that are Republicans, right? And I got friends that are independent. And here's the way we conduct our lives. Who I love and who I go to bed with, that's my damn business. That's private. And who you go to bed with, who you love, your damn business. I don't care either way. But whenever people start telling me you have to respect it, when you start telling me that, I'm gonna tell you go to damn hell. I don't have to respect the damn thing. That's just the way it is.
When you put it out there on the street trying to tell us we have to do this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where the line gets. That's where the line's the right to do nothing. I've made I say me and Southbound has made a pretty damn good career so far, out of doing not what everybody else does. We do what we want to do. That's just the way it is, you know. And we've been right so far.
Yeah, I think.
We love to have fun. We love everybody. I don't care,
man. We're trying to
people just want to live their damn life. I want my little piece of the American pie. You know what I mean? I want a little slice of I want my little piece of the rock. That's all I'm asking for. And hell, if I got good, I don't care if they're. Do what?
What or whatever. I mean, it don't matter to me. I really don't care.
Yeah.
Are you there, Randy?
Oh yeah, yeah.
But the way I see it is the government needs a reality check on who actually voted them into office and who they work for us. But right now we're working for them.
Yeah.
That's just the way it works.
It's been that way for years and years and years, way before me and you come along. And
oh yeah.
It's getting out of hand, it's getting ridiculous. I just finally, I quit turning the damn news. Now, don't get me wrong, I still stay informed on things, and I think people who say I don't want to have nothing to do with politics, you're crazy. It's your damn country. You better get your ass involved, because it's going to be your kids and grandkids that's going to have to fight this damn fight later on down the road. So you need to be paying. If you don't have to be a political person, but damn, inform yourself and pay attention.
That's right. I'm probably going to say the most truthful statement you've heard. You separate yourself from politics, but politics is still running your life.
It is, and a lot of aspects.
I ain't doing that. Gas is still $4 a damn gallon. Damn, a pound of ground beef still $8.
That's true.
It's still affecting your life. It don't matter if you separate yourself or not.
And hell, that's where the conservative president in office, So we're gonna have to do something. I mean, we can't keep sustaining this way. It's not going to last. And all these damn stupid ass protesters, these damn protesters are getting paid. They know who in the hell's paying them. I'm tired of hearing about shit. I'm tired of hearing about stuff. Well, they did this, they did that, but where's the arrests at? I'm done hearing about it.
That's what I was fixing the point on. There. You look, we had Doge up there going through everything, finding all this money that was getting stolen from us. We had Minnesota, all that fraud up there. Everything was out there. Then it disappeared, and we went to war. It's like it changed just overnight. Nobody's going to now. Mir, you go down here and write a check, a fake check for $150. Our ass goes to prison.
Damn right, we're going to jail. Shit, we're going to if I go in court and lie under oath. If I go to court and lie under oath, I'm going to jail if they catch me. That's perjury. I don't know what the hell it is when they lie to Congress.
Yeah. Hey, we started kiddie daycare, no kids there. It's just a house, a bunch of old fat fucks out there drinking beer.
Yeah.
We're going to go to prison.
Let's start us a damn good quality Leering Center. Randy and John Boy's Leering Center.
I hear people every day.
Yeah, we'll start Randy and John Boy's Quality Leering Center.
Yeah, Alan, they are playing the blame game, but the blame game's killing it. Yeah, John Boy's Quality Leering Center. I'll lure you anything.
Yeah.
I lured that dog over there to stay the hell away from me. Now he owes me $1,000. That's it.
Yeah, it's more than 1,000. Damn, they get that big money now. Shit. I don't know. I think it's about time for me to write another. I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about writing another political song. We got off the Randy and Southbound album. We got that song "I Bear Arms."
Yeah, and you also had The Truth. Remember
the truth? Yeah, The Truth. Yeah, that's a good one. I'm thinking about writing another one, because we've not ever been in. Not that I can remember. We've not been in a fevered political situation like we're in right now in this country.
No, not like it. I mean, back in the 80s, when I could remember, I was born in 75. I was 10 in 85. I remember Ronald Reagan, and then when Bush come in, but it wasn't like this back then. The tension wasn't here. It was, you won, you're the president, we'll wait 4 years. But now it's freaking nuts, man.
And I want to point out too. I want to point out, I told you I had some friends, Democrats. Well, I want to make sure and point it out that even those people think that liberals are fucking idiots. They think they are idiots. They're like that. And the people I know say just as much about them. Maybe not, maybe not as much as they say about conservatism, but they do call them out when it's bullshit. And that's kind of, I want to be around people who straight down the middle and don't have a political bias. The only thing about that is Democrats have never done anything that made me say, hell yeah, that makes sense.
No, they haven't. but we can't have a general conversation. We can't have a debate about it no more, because the 1% on both sides have a 1% that their voice is going to be heard louder, and you can't speak because they're going to speak over you. That's the problem, is the 1%. That is the problem. You know, I don't care if you want to wear a pink tutu and a wig in your home, but don't do it in downtown Loudoun.
Yeah, that telling me I got to like it.
It's just wrong.
Yeah. But you know, so there's a lot of similarities. There's a lot of similarities with the music, the people who run the music business, and the country. You know, everybody knows that majority of your people that's over, that's at the top echelons of these record labels are there. It's 90% liberal. It's 90% liberal. They, you know, if you can't put this, you can't put, I can't remember what artist it was. I was watching doing an interview, and he had the name Jesus in one of his songs, and they're like, "You're not doing that," and he said, "Yeah, I am." And he put the damn thing out anyway, which, you know, once you're signed to a big label on a big record deal, that's a no. You got to do what they say, because they front you all this damn money. And then you gotta people run out and spend it because they got money. Like, oh shit, well, once it's gone, bam, you got to pay them back.
Yeah. Well, right there, old Jimmy Smallwood said, "I ain't saying nothing." Jimmy Smallwood said, "I ain't seen nothing like this in my life." And Jimmy's an old timer. He's he's the old man. And he says he ain't never seen nothing like this in his life.
Yeah.
And he's got years on us. So it's
I mean, that's how bad it is.
But see, if I go down here to the grocery store at Food City in my overalls and my beard, I mean, I get called racist all the time because I wear a camouflage hat and a beard and overalls. But there's not a racist on my body.
Listen, there is real racism in this country, and it's on both sides.
Perception.
There's real racism on every side. But all these damn people keep running out here. You got these stupid ass white liberals saying, "Oh God, it's white people." You're fucking white, dumbass. Did you know that? And this damn white privilege card. Hey, I wish I'd known about that shit when I was growing up, because I never got to use the damn thing.
Oh shit, yeah. Eating pinto beans and cornbread every night. You damn nothing else to eat.
You know that, but they want
to. In the last 5 years, there's been so much racism created. It's created racism.
No, it ain't been 5 years. It started in 2008 when Barack Obama was elected. That's when it started. I remember everything. Everybody was good. Everybody was good up till 2007. Everybody was good. You didn't hear about this shit. You didn't have people people handled it. But now it's mainstream politics, and they want to divide all of us. They can't have us all together like we were on September the 12th, 2001. They can't have us together like that again.
Oh, they can't, because then we will remind them of who they work for, and they can't have that.
That's exactly right.
They've got to have power, not the American people. You're exactly right. All right, Alan, have a good night, brother. I was going to call you after this podcast, but I guess your battery dead. I ain't calling your ass.
I hope everybody had a good time tuning in, brother, and I appreciate you for having me on here. Shit, I like doing things like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a little bit since I've been on a podcast.
You come up with any more new songs? Well, there's a lot, like I said, there's a lot of people that watch this that don't even know who you are. Now that you played some songs and give them a route to get to your music, guys, always like, subscribe, and share. Go to Randy's YouTube page, like, subscribe, and share. When you're here, if you like our content, always like, subscribe, and share. It's free. It don't take just a second. It don't cost you a dime. Just always like, subscribe, and share. That's all I can tell. Well,
that subscribe, like, and share builds the channel fast.
Yeah, build it fast. Like, subscribe, and share. That's all you got to do. But it is 9:35 here, Randy. John Cahill time's what? 7 or 6:35?
Yeah, it's 6. It's still daylight here.
Oh, it ain't here. It's 9:35. It's getting close to bedtime around here.
I hear
Yeah,
you.
I call your time John Cahill time. Cause we
Yeah,
talk
I'm
every
on
Sunday.
Cahill time.
He'll call me. Yeah, he'll call me at noon, and he's just getting up drinking coffee, and the sun's coming up. So
Hey, I made
I
some
call
people
it Cahill
mad for I made some people mad for getting the damn time difference when I first moved out here. They're like, "I'm in bed, you son of a bitch." And I'm like, "Well, hell, it's only 8 o'clock here, damn it."
That's right. It's only 8 o'clock. But
Yeah.
hey, guys, good having each and every y'all here. Hope y'all tune in next Tuesday night. We had the real honky tonk Superman on here tonight. His stomping ground is every damn state in the United States. Like I said earlier, he's played places where only a damn piece of chicken wire was between him and a beer bottle.
Damn right.
Y'all have a good night. Watch your top knot, Randy. We appreciate you. Good having you, brother. We'll have you back anytime you want to.
I love you, brother, and thank you so much.
See y'all. Love you too. I love you too. We love her and hope she gets through everything okay.
Thank you.
See y'all.